Welcome back to this episode of Harvey County Talk. I'm your host, Lance Gormley.
And I'm your co-host, Sissy.
HC Talk is an HCD podcast.
MTO Residential and Commercial Cleaning Service, LLC, serving the Newton and surrounding areas since 1995. Call owner Paula Cheney for more information at 316-288-9141, or you may email at mto_cleaningservice_LLC@yahoo.com. That's MTO Residential Commercial Cleaning Service, LLC. Call Paula. Welcome to the second part of the program where we sit down and have a talk with someone in the community. And today we have Carly Stavola from the Sand Creek Summer Days. She's going to give us an update and tell us all the good things happening.
Yeah, thanks for coming on, Carly.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, as anybody listening to the program knows, in the past we had some people from Sand Creek Summer Days on. Carly was one of them, along with the chairman, Greg Hansen, who pretty much started the Sand Creek Summer Days Festival. So we got to hear the history and hear some things in the past that they had and festivals and just activities, et cetera, and now we decided we were going to want to have Carly back on so that way she could tell us about what things have changed and maybe some new events that are coming up and just brush us up a little bit for this festival that you get to go enjoy here in the next couple of weeks.
I was going to say, can you imagine? It's only 2 weeks away.
Yes, it's coming soon.
July 6th, 7th, and 8th has sounded so far off for so long, and all of a sudden we're here at the tail end of June, and it's like, oh, wow, festival time is coming up.
Yep, quick, absolutely. So what can somebody, at this point, can somebody still get a button that's cheaper than what you can on the day of?
Yes, so those $4 buttons are still at those vendors that are selling buttons, and those are in multiple communities in Harvey County. And so our marketing crew has done an amazing job of advertising, hey, Gossel, here's where you can go to get your button in Gossel. Hey, Walton, here's where you can go to get your button in Walton. And so they're $4 up until, the day of. Obviously, it jumps up to $5. And people are able to buy a button at the gate. So no worries. If you haven't got your button yet, there's still time and you'll still be able to attend the festival even if you haven't got your button yet.
Very good.
Awesome.
Very good. So then I know that when does the festival is the 6th, 7th, and 8th, you said, but is there also a Rebels game in there somewhere?
Yes, that is Thursday, July 6th at 7 p.m. And so your button, whether you got it for $4 or whatever, gets you into the Newton Slug and Rebels baseball night, Sand Creek Summer Days night at the baseball stadium there at Centennial. And so all you need is your button. You can come watch baseball. That's going to kind of kick off our festival.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then sort of the next day going around on would be Friday, obviously. What time does the activities begin on Friday?
Yeah, so 6 to 10 p.m. Is what you can expect on Friday, July 7th. There will be food trucks. We have all sorts of food trucks, things that I've had and things that I haven't had, so I'm excited for that. And that is the night of our Country on the Creek concert. Okay. So we'll have our festival opening ceremony, and then kind of Texas red dirt country scene artists Savannah Chestnut and Bree Bagwell will be playing there in Athletic Park. So something to look forward to.
Yeah, and that's who you were wanting to go see,
yeah,
huh, Sissy?
Yeah, Bree Bagwell. I follow her on Facebook, and she does a lot.
So there's an opportunity for
music.
people to hear maybe who this artist is before they ever come.
Yep.
So I don't know. You said Bree Bagwell on Facebook.
I believe her page is just Bree Bagwell.
Okay.
And I just followed her, and she's very prolific on the Facebook, and maybe has Instagram as well.
Okay.
I haven't found her on YouTube, and I haven't been looking, so maybe I'll go there too. She might have actual live concerts that she's posted on the YouTube.
Yeah. So if you're questioning about whether you would like the music or not in advance to go buy a button and go watch.
Oh, you'll like it. She's good.
Good.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm not sure about the other gal. Would you say Savannah Chestnut?
Savannah Chestnut, and both artists, Bree and Savannah, have been fun to go back and forth with their team and the festival. And so we've kind of, how do we promote you coming here, and how do you promote to all of your, South Central Kansas fans that, hey, you're going to be in Newton on Friday, July 7th.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. Right. And then Saturday is the big day of the festival.
Day. Yeah.
So for an action-packed day, what can somebody expect from Saturday morning until...
Yeah, so Saturday, July 8th, everything kicks off at 8 a.m. There's a sand volleyball tournament, which benefits Bethel College Athletics, and then there's also a disc golf tournament. And then that goes right into having the kids zone area opens at 9 a.m., so we'll have rides on the Sand Creek Sentinel, which we say is the official barrel train ride of Sand Creek Summer Days.
It's very cute.
It is cute. The pictures from last year are really cute of it, and there were kids and adults in it last year, so that's kind of fun. But the Time Out for Kids area, where there's kind of arts, crafts, games, some different fundraisers going on. That's, again, all in Athletic Park. Food trucks are going to open up at 10 a.m. And then we're going to go right into all the events. So Bonsai Blast Off, Mustangs on Sand Creek, to the Central Kansas communities, which that's what we kind of talked about last time, was we're trying to promote this is a festival for all of us. And so let's say that I am from Halstead and I've never been to Sand Creek Summer Days. I thought it was a Newton thing. Well, by selling buttons in the Halstead community, plus also Halstead having a booth at our community, Central Kansas Communities event, I can go and, learn about their Old Settlers Days festival and things like that. So there's kind of some give and take there to showcase everything that we have here in Harvey County.
Very cool. So if I show up and I'm interested at other festivals that are going on throughout the year, maybe in Heston or Halstead, then it's looking like there's going to be representatives from those places and those activities to be able to just sell you then at that point in time. I mean, honestly, on what they have going on.
Yeah, to say, hey, save the date. This is what we're going to have. If you're having fun here at Sand Creek Summer Days, come out to our communities festival that we have coming up at this date, and here's what you can expect.
Very cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah. What? So when we're talking about the kids corner,
Yes.
okay, so there was some arts and crafts and activities that you had mentioned. So give me kind of my mind's eye. I know when you all were here before, the dunk tanks slightly changed a bit, right? We're not all swimming around in everybody's filth anymore, right? But I mean, I don't know. I didn't even think about it like that the last time somebody said something. I thought, well, didn't think about it like that. But so that's kind of changed. But what other things when you talk arts and crafts? Well, what does that mean exactly?
Yeah, so there's a live mural painting. There will be all sorts of arts and crafts activities for kids that maybe different groups in the community are putting on a booth at their specific place. Something that's been really popular was we're going to have some princesses and superheroes come from Wichita Princesses and Superheroes. So they'll be able to mill around with the kids, get their picture taken with them, things like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and then that goes just right into concerts start that morning, and then competitions start in the afternoon. So the Great Brain Freeze, which is an ice cream eating contest, the Wiener Dog races, which benefits.
I got to go to that.
Yes, it benefits the Humane Society. That's always really fun. And then it goes into the Magical Mystery Show, the Ventriloquist Show, and then we have something kind of special that we actually did not have planned at the last time we were here at Harvey County Digital. We are having a special event this year called Hops Harbor. This would be a 21 and up event, but it is an exclusive luau event. It's a $10 extra purchase, so your button gets you into the festival. This is extra, but it's optional. But with that, you can expect 4 drink tickets, a souvenir drink cup, a large souvenir lei, live music, party games, competitions, popcorn. It's just going to be kind of an adults-only event from 3 to 5:30, with, again, that live music piece happening.
For $10. Mm-hmm. So I pay my button and I go in there for $10 and I get 4 drinks and I get entertainment for a few hours.
Yes,
basically.
you do.
That's actually pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I might have to do that.
And then that's when we'll kind of, as that wraps up, we'll start to kind of push people towards the band shell and say, hey, it's time for, our Hot Summer's Night concert. So that's, again, the Fast Food Junkies, the Source, and then we'll have the fire performers that evening.
Yeah.
See, I've got to see the fast
I thought the
food
fire
junkies.
performers were on Friday night, and I'm thinking, fire after country music? But, hey. Yeah. So awesome. And that's Flock's Fire, right?
Yes. And they perform a lot in the Old Town Square in Wichita. I can't remember if it's every Friday night or something that they perform there. They're incredible. But then they also have a presence like at River Festival and things like that. And so we're super excited to have them. That'll be a fun finale kind of to the whole event.
And that's a kid event too. Yeah. So you can take your kid and watch that'd
Cool.
be really cool.
Yeah, it's not dangerous for the audience. The performers are trained professionals and they use different props and they do different dances and things like that with the fire performance factor.
Awesome.
Okay, Carly, you've been before
Yes.
to the Sand Creek Summer Day. What's I would say what's some memorable times or something, but what's something that you really enjoy about the festival and going to the festival?
I like that I can see all sorts of people of different ages and interests in the community come together for one thing. So last year I saw my grandparents at the festival, which that was fun, but then I saw, coworkers and friends from the community and friends from out of town, things like that. So I just like that it's kind of a central gathering place for a weekend for people in this area to come and enjoy everything that we have to offer.
Okay, and so then a little bit more about you. I know last time we heard a lot about how the was started and how people got involved, and Greg kind of gave his take on it. But in a little bit more detail, how do you find yourself here today talking with us about the Sand Creek Summer Daze Festival?
So back when I was on Wichita TV news stations, Greg had reached out and said, "Hey, you're a hometown girl. Can you come judge our ugly dog contest?" which was a just for fun contest as part of Sand Creek Summer Daze. And I said, "Sure." And so with that, my mom and my cousins and my grandparents came, and we all bought buttons. And we went to a couple of attractions and things leading up to that year's, it was 2018, that year's Ugly Dog Contest. And so we sat and listened to the music in the park, and we ate popcorn, and we went to the food trucks, and it was super fun. And so then I just kind of stayed involved in that vein until ultimately I came back. I left news and came back to the community to work in Newton. And so Rick Taves reached out, and he's the marketing chair for the event. And he's like, "We'd love to have you as part of our marketing team." And so me being a hometown girl, I said, "Sure, I love that kind of thing." And so ever since then, I've been involved. And then our marketing team, especially since we enlisted the services of Community Creative Services with Andrea Breaker, they've just blown the doors off of how you promote this festival and get the word out to others in the community about the festival.
Absolutely. Very good. And so that changes it a little bit, right? And how we're going forward and whether or not we may see more people at this festival. It's just kind of letting people know that this is here, that we have this, and that it's something that we can all enjoy. I'm hoping to see more people from like the Wichita area come. Personally, I don't know. I don't know if anybody's standing at the door saying, "Hey, where are you from?" And "Oh, you're from Wichita. Hey, we need," or everybody from Wichita, raise your hand or anything. But it'd be nice to know how appealing coming to a smaller festival and being able to enjoy those activities, because I have been to Riverfest before, nothing against Riverfest, but I have no desire to go there and be in the sea and swamp of people.
Right.
But I really enjoyed the Sand Creek Summer Daze Festival because it's my size of festival, in my opinion.
Right. So last minute preparations, anything that you're, volunteers, lacking volunteers, anything like that?
I saw a blip on the Facebook about that you guys are still looking for some volunteers.
Yes, to keep this festival affordable and to only have a $5, button entry, we rely on the help of volunteers who make the festival happen. And so at last check, we still had 30 some slots. And those are small windows of time. You can come work your shift at the festival and then enjoy the festival. And volunteers get free entry to the festival. So that's attractive too. But yes, we would love to have the help of any volunteers who want to enjoy the festival in that way and kind of give back to the way that it's put on in our community.
Very good. And then who would you contact if you were wanting to do that? If I'm hearing this right now and it's like, well, I have a little bit of time I could volunteer, what's a quick name and number you could call? Yeah,
so the best way to go would be to go to sandcreeksummerdaze.com or to visit our Facebook page, and there's a section for volunteers, and we'll get your information, and just so we can know when and where you'll be able to help out and in what way. That would be the most helpful, because again, this is a nonprofit festival, and the fact that we're all volunteers that help put it on, and to keep it affordable and to keep it in our community, we rely on the generosity of those willing to lend a hand in a fun way.
And what? So just a little bit more down this road. You're only signing up or potentially being a volunteer for a small block of time.
Yeah.
So it's like I go volunteer for 3 or 4 hours maybe, and then I've got the rest of the weekend to enjoy this festival.
I know Larissa Harder helps run our concession stand. So selling popcorn and cotton candy. You can go hang out with Larissa and sell concessions and give back to your community in that way.
Very cool. Very
awesome.
Cool.
So it's not like hard labor volunteering.
Right.
It's fun.
It's like, you get to be socializing and helping with the crowd and the things that need to happen for it to go off without a hitch. But what do you ask for any other last minute things? So besides volunteering, what's kind of the expectation going forward here?
Yeah, just people get your button if you haven't yet, and come on down. Rachel Bachman is our Sand Creek Charlie, which is kind of serves as an ambassador for the festival, and she has been all around town these last couple weeks promoting the festival. So if you see her out and about these next few weeks, say hi, take your picture with her. A bunch of area businesses have been really cool about teaming up to promote the festival. So they're doing, giveaways and things like that, where win, 4 buttons for your family and a t-shirt, or like Raise the Bar in Heston gave away one of their nice tumblers and 2 buttons to somebody who signed up. And so that's just been kind of a fun way to get those businesses involved in promoting this thing that belongs to all of us.
Absolutely. Very good. Yeah. So what are you planning on going and participating in this this festival, Carly?
Yeah, I will be there for the long
duration.
Haul. Yeah, I was last year too, and it was really fun. I worked one of the gates last year, and just got to visit with people and catch up with people and point people towards what they were looking for. I really am interested in some of the food trucks this year. Yeah. That was one thing that last year, I think I went all of Saturday without eating at the food truck. So that's my goal for this year. We have all sorts of stuff, Wings and Tails. They were there last year. Taco Mike's was there last year as well. But then also like Station 50, they do hamburgers and hot dogs. The Island Concession, which they do more of the beer, frozen margaritas, popcorn, cotton candy. Salted Creamery, which is Newton's very own handcrafted ice cream treats. She's amazing. She'll be there. And then Cappuccino Connections, which is smoothies with fresh fruit, fresh squeezed lemonade, cheese knots, roasted nuts, things like that. Yeah, festival food.
If not, you have to get there just to get the food.
Yeah.
Just to get some food.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, well, as far as, do you have anything, Sissy?
I don't know. I was curious about the last minute prep and the volunteers, if they, had those in place and asked and answered. So thank you for that. But
yeah. It is a July festival. So I would say if you're planning on bringing your family, come with your hats and your sunscreen. And some cash for things like that are extra that come up, like the food trucks and things like that. But otherwise, just really show up and have fun.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. All right, Carly, send the last shout out. You got the floor. Just tell everybody what they need to know, in your opinion, before we close out this part of the program.
Yep. Sand Creek Summer Days Festival, July 6th through 8th in Athletic Park here in Newton, Kansas. And it is a festival for everyone. So please come out, bring your family, have a good time, listen to good music, eat good food, and just enjoy everything that we have to offer here.
There you go.
Well, thank you, Carly.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right. Absolutely. We'll see you at the festival.
All right.
Well, there you have it, folks, and thanks for listening to this episode of HC Talk. I was your host, Lance Gormley.
And I was your co-host, Sissy.
Make sure and reach out to either Sissy or me and let us know what you're thinking.
Enjoy your week, everybody.